Not surprisingly, Valentine's Day is a really complex holiday.
Not only because of the stress of finding that perfect sweetheart candy to express your feelings,
But also because it doesn't really have an exact origin. The roots of V-Day go back as far as a Roman pagan fertility celebration called Lupercalia, which was celebrated on the Ides of February, or February 15th. On this day, Roman pagan priests would gather at the cave that the infant founders of Rome, Romulus and Remus, were cared for by their wolf mommy.
these priests would sacrifice a goat and strip its hide, and then walk through the streets slapping women in the face with the bloody goat meat. The young women of the city would then place their names in a big urn, and the city's bachelors would each pick a name and become paired with that woman for the year. Many times, these matches led to marriage. This is similar to today's OkCupid.
This holiday survived the rise of Christianity, but practicing it became legal. To distract the pagans they were trying to convert in the 5th century, Pope Gelasius put another holiday in its place on February 14th, St. Valentine's Day.
Christmas has similar origins. Click here to find out.
So, who was St. Valentine? Well, actually, there are 3 or 4 St. Valentines. The most likely candidate, Valentinus, got in trouble in 270 AD after the Roman Emperor Claudius banned soldiers from marrying. Claudius thought single men made better warriors for some reason. Valentinus defied Claudius and kept marrying in secret, and he was soon brought to the emperor.
Being a hopeless romantic or having bad foresight, Valentinus then tried to convert the emperor to Christianity. Not only did Claudius not accept his Valentine, he had the man beaten to death by clubs and then just hung for fun. You might say, clubs beat hearts that day.
No. After his death, Valentinus became the patron saint of beekeepers and epilepsy and was named Saint Valentine.
Of course, we all know, this is why the mascot of Valentine's Day is epileptic bees. It's not until the 14th century that the holiday becomes associated with love, thanks to Chaucer, the writer of the Canterbury Tales and superstar of his day. Chaucer wrote a poem for the engagement of Richard II to Anne of Bohemia, where he links their engagement, the feast of St. Valentine, and the start of the mating season of birds. Nevin, we did it!
What?
We got the birds and the bees in the Valentine's Day episode.
Much like Christmas, Valentine's Day doesn't really take off until Victorian England gets a hold of it, associating it with gift-giving, cards, candy to loved ones, while in other countries it is a day of feasting and thanks. Americans,
Especially American card and candy companies.
adopted the Victorian way of celebrating, leading to the Valentine's Day of today. Thanks a lot, England. Jeez. Fun fact, happy Valentine's Day. Did you know that the yearly average revenue of Hallmark cards is over $4 billion?